there are people. Hi, people. I don't know if I can see your comments. I'm just gonna wait another minute. I'm gonna do it like military style. At 7 o'clock on the dot, I'm gonna start. Hello. I believe it's the same two people that left and came back, but I'm still saying hi in case it wasn't. Please say hi in the chat if you can hear me. Or don't. You don't have to. I can speak to myself for the next hour. At least I'm here, you guys. The team made fun of me when I committed to make today's live because I am apparently known for forgetting that I have lives. Which is fine. It's true. That's the story of my life. Not gonna lie, usually at the time of the live, I am getting ready for bed like an old lady. So I'm sorry for old ladies. I didn't mean to insult any of you. I don't know why I go to bed so early. But yeah, so today was a group effort. My boyfriend kept me wide awake and ready for the live until now. And so here I am. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. It wasn't true that I was gonna start at 7 sharp. Today we're gonna have fun with color sparks. Oops, color sparks. Which, if you are familiar with Lindy's or the Lavinia, can't remember the name, the Lavinia pigment powder. Is it Dinkles? Also Cosmic Shimmer. I don't have them here. Oh yeah. I'm going to show you most of the varieties that we have. Just so you know that it's kind of all the same. The only difference is that it's just the colors. Allô Manon! Thank you for saying hi. I've been talking to myself for a while and I don't know who's been hearing. So, the Lindy is magical. And the Cosmic Shimmer is one of those pixie sparkle things that I know are actually not very popular at the store, but I highly recommend that you experiment with those because they're fun. The color sparks, which are, I believe, even less popular, but these are sold in packs of 3, and they usually go together very well. And my boyfriend's now looking at me doing a live. I'm on the floor, so I don't know. I'm gonna send you guys a photo of behind the scenes, maybe, if the photo is not too weird. So more of the Lindy's. This is the kind of pack that is sold at Scrap en Masse. So lots of colors together. These are the pearls. I actually have demos of that. I was having fun with making seashells because I think pearl is good for seashells. So I sprayed the powder. I'm going to show how to do that, but I sprayed the powder on paper and then I used the die cuts and it goes together. So it cuts and embosses into these seashells. So that's what I used well, I used the Lindy's to make these. And yeah, I don't actually have the Lavinia close by. But that's kind of the intro of the powders. Hi, Elias. That's my boyfriend. He just said hi in the chat. You guys can say hi to my boyfriend. Um, these are demos. I'm going to show just to so that you guys know why I'm talking about powders right now. The end result will kind of look like this. And we're not going to make seashells today, but I'm going to make a scrapbook page with this set of stamp. This is, you can't tell right now. It's this, the Tracy Scott one, because I really like these drawings. And the photos that I picked are, they're super cute. These, this is me, in case you couldn't tell, because there's, you can hardly see my face, but that's me. So that's what we're gonna do today. But first of all, I'm gonna demo how to use the powders, the color sparks. So basically the trick here, hi everyone else who joined. The trick here, I mean, I don't know, I'm not a pro with this. To be honest, these samples are not samples like for the live. They were me trying to figure out how it works. So what I did to make it work, oh, the other one is this one. Magic Paint from Fabrica Decore. Actually, I feel maybe they have moved in the store, so I'm not sure where they are, but this is another example. It looks all gold, but when you add water and stuff, it turns into this. So the gold is whatever's shiny, but the purple and the blue is in the powder as well. So, first step, what that I do, I don't know if that's the way to do it, but the way I do it is I spray water, which is hard to tell on the camera, but I did spray water. And then you just kind of pour the powder on top. So these bottles come with like this super fine tip for very little powder to fall out of it, but it's actually surprisingly a lot of powder still. So you just flip it over and it falls. And you can see the trail is just from the movement of like putting the bottle like upside down. So you can kind of do this. And this is actually very, very, very highly pigmented. So, I don't know, especially the blue. To be honest, this one, I had a hard time doing something with it. Hello, Dag. Hello, Dag, by the way. I didn't see your hello. Hello, Jose. So this one, I feel like I have to kind of, you know, when you want to over salt food. I shake this one so much for very little to come out. And I don't know, maybe it's just a bottle defect or whatever. But you can tell, actually, that it comes out because there is some yellow. Lime green, technically. And so, you know, you can do as much as you like or have patience for when it barely comes out. And then just for fun, I'm gonna put the green. So the cool thing is that, as I said, these colors kind of go together. So you don't have to think too much about color matching or having colors that go well together. If you pick one pack, it usually works out well. And then I add more water depending on how I feel like it has turned out. So this, the more water you put, the more it will form puddles and not like those tiny little dots. As you can see here, the water has connected and kind of created a tiny lake where the color mixes together. Which at the end of the day, if you don't do it a lot, it will dry like this. It's not the same color of powder, but you can see that there's kind of texture. But this one, by the way, if you ever like it, it's Cosmic Shimmer. But I over puddled this one. And so that's kind of the result. See, so you guys see the difference. It's the same powder, just not the same amount of water. And but I wanted a more uniform, because I knew that I wanted to stamp flowers to cut them up. I tried to make them like as uniform as possible, but also I did not want it to become like just one green, because that's also the danger if you put too much water and then you start moving it around, which I try not to. This one, if I was to use it, I would have left it like this to dry, and that's it. So initially, in the early days of like 2 days ago, when I started, for example, for this one, I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of flipped it over, kind of, you know, how we do it with Tim Holtz, and then we wipe it and stuff. And so this, in some places, it just didn't touch the mat, so it didn't change anything. But this is just what it did. So it basically became just one color. So, I mean, there's no like recommend or don't recommend to do something. It just depends on the effect that you want it to have when it dries. And what else is there to say about it? Not so much. This one I use, because there's a lot of water, I use watercolor paper to do this. And this one, as I said, is the magic paint. Fabrica de Coria also has this one says magic paint with effect, and then blackberry with gold. So usually the effect is gold. It's either gold or silver. But they also have magic paint that's just colored. So that's very close to what we have with Lavinia, or yeah, one of those. Like these are not really meant to be just one color, for example. They purposely keep the little dots and stuff, little colors separated. If you mix them up, no matter what you do, it will become one color. Allô, Néné? Néné me dit bonjour, mais en tapant elle-même. Okay, so so once this is the purpose of this, is like magic TV. So I did this. So we went from this, and then it has dried without a dryer, and now we have this. So what I want is, I'm trying to make embellishments for my to put around my photos for a scrapbook. We're making a scrapbook page, by the way. So these are the photos, to remind you guys. See, the colors kind of match, which was not on purpose. I actually did this, and I wanted it to be a journal page, and then I couldn't figure out how to do it. Like inspiration just didn't come. So then I decided I would scrapbook it, and here we are. So what I did was I stamped this big one and this small one from I'm weirdly prepared for this live because I'm not late. So from this set, I might eventually, you know, depending on the time as well, but I mean, if we run out of time, I'll do it outside of a camera and show you the end result. But I feel like this might be nice as well. So we'll see. I pre-cut a few, but unfortunately I was not that prepared. So I did, and I also wanted to show you, if I cut all of this up, it would be really hard to explain how I colored these. So basically, when I stamped, I actually do look at where I stamp. So I wanted one green and one blue and one technically yellow. So I did my best. But these, because they're not clear, you don't actually know where you stamp, but you can do your best. I did better with the smaller ones, because here was more yellow. And this one was actually like kind of here. So here it didn't have a lot of the color, but I think it's pretty cool how it turned out. So unfortunately for you guys, you're gonna watch me cut some, but I'm gonna try to do like the bare minimum just to get this live going. In the meantime, I'm gonna talk to you guys, because that's apparently what we do when there's nothing else going on. I'm just cutting. So I don't know if any of you guys are actually commenting, because my iPad is opened, but I am kind of anxious about talking to no one and everyone at the same time. So I'm kind of not looking. And also, right now I'm cutting stuff, so I'm trying not to cut through my flower. But anyways, so I decided to do this live today. Well, it was the only option in terms of like why today and not another Monday. It was the only option I was offered or asked for, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. So I accepted today because today is this month is my last month as DT for Scrap en Masse, and which is very sad. It's very sad. I'm gonna explain why, which is not a sad news, but it's because I am going to spend a lot of my time in Greece, and therefore it is. By the way, it's very, very super expensive to ship anything to or from Greece. I mean, I really looked into it, you guys. But it's like $150 to ship one pizza box of maximum 2 pounds. So it felt like it was kind of not really a viable thing to do. And I'm still like, I mean, meanwhile, I'm still wondering how I will get crafting stuff in Greece, because there is like one store. So yeah, so that's gonna be my eternal problem, I believe. Don't know where Vicky P gets her stuff. Probably from the fournisseur, the English word for fournisseur, directly. Probably easier for her. But yeah, it's not like an easy hobby over there. I remember taking Antonis's class in February, and I was surprised by how minimalistic people were in the stuff that they brought to the class. Like, I mean, we all have, basically we bring like 10% of our scrap room, but it still looks like a whole store in our luggage and in our cars. But they showed up with like a Tupperware of stuff. Supplier, thank you, Jose. Vicky P probably gets her stuff from the suppliers. Thank you. So yeah, Tupperware of stuff, like, and not the small ones at least, but you know, one of those like the big ones. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm cutting. The big ones, like the, I don't know, 2 liters containers. And they had like 1 pair of scissors and like 5 paintbrushes, and that was it. So I don't feel like it's the same kind of hobby over there, and also I don't speak Greek, so even if it was the same kind of hobby, it's very hard to carry a conversation with them. But I do want to say Greeks are very kind. One of them bought me coffee, even though, like, I mean, it was just hard to tell her like how I drink my coffee. At least I have practiced ordering one enough to kind of say the keywords. But then she, like, I don't know, she was the first person ever to ask me how many sugars I put in my coffee, because in Greece you kind of say like sweet, very sweet, or like kind of sweet, or not sweet. And she was like, how many sugar? And I didn't know the numbers yet. I didn't know, first of all, I didn't know the numbers. Or it's like, it takes me a while to know how to count. And then second, I drink it medium sweet. And I don't know how many sugar how much does that represent? But anyways, still very kind for ordering coffee for me. But yeah, so I don't know what my hobby is gonna look like other than when I can like synchronize with Jose, considering the 7-hour difference. But we did manage a few times. I'm still out of camera, I'm sorry. We still managed a few times to scrap together. So looking forward to that. I remember my boyfriend watching me scrap on the floor I don't know how many of you actually follow my lives and how many of you know that I scrap on the floor, but yeah, my floor is my playground here. So yeah, when I was in Greece, it was his floor. He just walked into the living room and I'm on the floor. Just everything everywhere. So yeah. All right, so let's hope that this is enough. I also pre-cut, but not for this, but now that they're here, you know, why not? I also have these, which are the stamp, but on vellum and with white embossing powder. So they're pretty cool. I am kind of wondering, I'm gonna go take this. Ooh, okay. So now we're just placing stuff. And how are we on time? Okay, not bad. Not bad. Okay, so I feel like there is some layering we can do that can be kind of cool. Maybe like this. This one's actually dirty because when I was drying this, I put this on it. But I'm hoping it doesn't show. And, okay. It could look kind of like this. Or I don't even have to layer all of them. But we have some ideas here. Let's get the little Vicky. Okay. I don't actually have a background right now. I will have one in a bit, but right now I'm just trying to see, of course, because I want to know how or where I'm gonna put the background. So this vellum thing is kind of cool. I feel like this is also what Nat has done on her art journal, or maybe. I feel like she has done this. Anyways, I think it's pretty cool, the look. Could be, okay, I forget that actually you guys see me like this, probably, which is gonna be super weird now because I work like this, but I tried to have the camera on landscape and I'm seeing a comment. Je vais essayer ça dans un prochain montage. Cool, Jose. I don't know what you're talking about, but yay! You take which die, please? No dies, Guilhem. It's I hand cut this. Is this what you're asking about? So these are just stamps, and I was cutting them outside of the camera, unfortunately, because I don't know how to do proper lives. But I use this scissors, but you can use any, and cut around. You are sideways, dear. Am I still am I sideways now, Jose? Because I was told by Facebook that I could not do landscape videos. So now I don't know which side is sideways. Let me know, Jose. Weirdly, I actually don't see my your comments on my iPad. Thank you, Jose, for answering. Okay. So these are obviously not visible because it's white on white. So it's gonna require that I do something interesting with the background. And right now I don't know what. I was thinking to use the matte tints. Although the only reason why I'm hesitating, because the matte tints are very cool, but I'm hesitating because it is not as bright as these. but maybe it's not a bad thing. And so we're gonna try it and we'll see. If it's not nice, I'll just start over. So I don't know what happened to all my paintbrushes, and I feel like I shouldn't say this in a live, especially because Jose's listening, but all my paintbrushes have become like spatulas, which is what I always make fun of Jose for. So anyways, do as I say, not as I do. But by the way, you guys, if you do have this I know I plug this soap all the time, but that's because I believe in it so much. It has done wonders for all of Jose's brushes. It's the Masters soap, but the one for the brushes. There is one for the hands as well, which is also very good, but I cannot vouch for the one for the hands being good for the brushes, but the one for the brushes is definitely good. So matte tints. I am not well versed in these yet. To be honest, I like to try a lot of things because Jose challenges me, and I asked her to. I asked her to challenge me with things, but I also makes it so that I'm not entirely sure of what I'm doing most of the time. So, okay, I'm working like this. So I'm gonna try to do, okay, we're gonna try this. So as you can see, as I was saying, it's not the same kind of brightness. So I'm kind of hesitating about the result of this. But I like, so the other thing I've been kind of, you guys will see it, I believe it's in one of my next posts, DT posts. I have been having fun super wetting my acrylics and doing kind of watercolor with them. And so I've been experimenting with these, like, because acrylic is not supposed to be see-through, but it kind of is. Now matte tint is meant to be see-through. Not even sure what the material of it is. Probably plastic base. Yeah. Okay. I'm adding some kind of texture right now, purposely also not painting the whole thing, just to see if it makes sense at all to pursue this adventure. I'm having like an internal debate. Oh, I see now why this gets hard. I don't have a water pot. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. So I'm not sure right now. I may actually revert back to super wet acrylic, just because I think I have better color options. So I'm sorry for you guys. I'm gonna remove this. Let's do something else. I'm actually seeing comments from my phone. I wish I could read them. Okay, Ginette. Oh, merci Ginette. And thank you, Isa, for the links. I'm gonna try not to have too many different kinds of products. I grabbed my water pot on the way, and I don't want to tell you guys well, I mean, I guess you can see it on the camera now, so that's absolutely terrible. Okay, no zoom here. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera to zoom. Ah, okay, there you go. Okay. So this is gonna be my water. I'm not confident that it's gonna turn out well, but it is what it is. I'm gonna put this one in. Hopefully it gets softer after some time. So I'm gonna be trying to see if I can move. I'm gonna be sideways. Okay. Let's all agree that for now I'm gonna be sideways because I need to use this to do stuff here, and I don't really. I can't do two things at once, Jose. I can't think horizontally and act vertically. Okay, so I have some colors here. I'm gonna pull out the ones I'm debating on, and then we can see what can come out of that is not so bad. So okay, that's also not looking super good. Let's remember the colors. This is actually not that bad. It's just kind of difficult with this. So I'm gonna go with, I think these two. It will have to be what we tried today. Okay, so when I talk about super wetting, it just means a lot of water with acrylic. It's not a real word. Please don't Google this as a technique. I don't believe something will show up. So, and also don't quote me. don't say the scrap on mass DT person use this technique. Like no. You didn't hear it from me. Okay, maybe that was too much paint. Okay, I say this and I keep putting as much paint. I don't want to talk about my paintbrushes. Josie's gonna make fun of me, and she will quote me. Okay, so now the idea is just to have something in the background. Some people, you know, who plan these things will have like sprays, for example, like the Tim Holtz one, which obviously doesn't have the same effect. But I'm just saying, you know, some people choose a better way to do this. I kind of I guess do my best in improvising for what I need. So now I just do whatever. There is I'm not going to talk about watercolor like I know what I'm doing, but I kind of try to wet the edges and in a way that will make the paint kind of spread. So I'm putting water directly also on this. This is a cardstock. It's not a watercolor one, but it is a kind of a pretty thick one from My Colors. It's the white one. I think it's called Super White. Oops. You don't want to use a blue and then not clean your brush and then use the yellow. But I guess I just did that. Over the last weekend that I crafted with Jose, we actually did something. I don't know. She sent me a challenge and then we did it. There was one challenge that I posted that she replied, by the way. You guys, if you guys missed out, she replied with her version. But yeah, there was another challenge that we did after, I guess because I told her I like challenges, where we had to make like our own backgrounds. And so as you see, I'm using the water to spread the color elsewhere, and I have no plans. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing. But I have hopes that it will turn out fine. Eventually. I might have to step out for a bit. It is, okay, 7:34. We're still okay. To dry it. I'm not sure where the dryer is. And so I don't know if you guys are familiar with types of papers, but there is a reason to all the kinds, especially the watercolor one, which this is not. If it was watercolor, it would probably handle the water better and bend less, but it does not not bend at all, ever. It's just that it handles the water a lot more and it dries flat. Which this one might dry kind of flat, which is better than, you know, normal white paper. Okay, this is not very bad actually. This is kind of cool. We can see this will show so-so, but I think we can manage to make it look nice. I don't know how the lighting is though, to be honest with you guys. I had a lot of hope when the live started because it was sunny. Now I feel like it's getting kind of darker and my living room light is not great. So I am sorry for that. I will bring the paper back to where it's better. Non mais il a changé ton nom. Isa, I would, but he's in the bedroom trying to not bother me. So but you know, you guys know what? He cooked for me right before the live as I was scrambling around trying to find what to do and stamp all the flowers and start cutting them and stuff. All right. Okay. Ça s'en vient, guys. Je vais arrêter d'étendre ma peinture partout. And then bring this over. I think now it's more visible. Okay, I mean, I just did this and now I'm gonna tell you guys that I have to go dry it. So, hold on. I cannot actually speak over a dryer, so I apologize for the moment of silence. Je reviens. Saviez-vous que Vicky se crapasse par terre? Yes, Isa, I actually did, I explained this, although I guess, I don't know. Elias took a photo of me in my setup on the floor. We'll see if it's something that is shareable. We'll see the mess around it. I started having piles again of stuff to bring to Greece. And with the glue, Isa, again, I thought about the glue. I feel like I'm just bringing glue over and back and over and back just because I'm afraid of missing glue somewhere. Okay, so this is kind of the best we're gonna have. I didn't want to keep you guys waiting for super long with like literally nothing happening on the screen. So now we're back to trying to place stuff. We'll see. I can hear, it's so weird when, I know we all like all DTs know about this because it happens to all of us. It's so weird to hear our track in the background. I should probably turn it off, like lower the volume. Okay, so bringing this back, Mini Vicky. The original crafting with sand. So maybe we can do something like this. Oh, there's this one. Huh. How cute is this? Other than they bend, you know, which is fine. We'll stick it together and it will stop bending. I kind of enjoy the sand falling out of my pelle. What's a pelle? Anyways, this thing. I think it's cute. Okay. So, not bad. Okay, to not be sideways, this is, I guess, how it would be without the title, which I think is very cool. I think it turned out really well. Shovel, thank you. I don't know what's happening to my English today. It's just like gone, bye-bye. So yeah, pretty satisfied with this actually. Kind of pleasantly surprised with how quickly I figured it out. I may actually end up adding like another flower here because there's a body and it's a bit weird. Like, what would it look like? Kind of nice. So this is the part where, you know, I can be like, huh, maybe I want more blue. And then I go and pick the blue one. See how that works? So it's kind of cool. These, to go back to the powders, I didn't really ever use the trick of like stamping a background and then cutting up. I know that it's a thing. I have seen videos recently. Maybe it was a waffle flower, where they made like a cupcake icing with to create the background paper to use for their the icing dye. They used Yupo paper and alcohol ink, and then after they did the whole like texture thing, and they cut it up and they used it, and I thought it was really cool. So I know it's a technique that exists. I never really think about it, but I learned it from Tracy Scott. So whenever I see her stamps, I don't think about coloring them. I think about doing this, finding a way to put a lot of color on a piece of paper and then stamp and then cut. As a hint, by the way, you guys, I did this, I don't know, well, because I'm on the floor. So obviously my floor is not the straightest thing ever. People who work on a glass surface probably don't have that problem. I'm seeing messages. Thank you, Claudine. Isa's raising your hand. I don't know why. Why, Isa? You use that trick? Is that what you're saying? So can't remember what I was saying now. I know I was talking about coloring the flowers. And well, okay, let's just leave it at that. Whenever I see her stamps now, that's how I think about using them. Oh, the color trick, yes. I actually, one of the things that I think is cool here is the fact that she also, in the demo, I guess, colors in, which she is known for. She's known for pencil coloring. So I think this could also be an idea, especially if we take this. It has, you know, for some kind of like, okay, I don't know what the name is, but to like, if there should be probably a way to color in and make it look like a vitrail kind of thing. I was thinking of trying it with like acetate, the ones that are heat resistant. I believe L'Enfant is the one that is the brand that has them, at least as Scrap en Masse. So that's one of the things I want to experiment regarding especially these stamps. So that's I think that's how it's gonna go. Oh yeah, no, I was talking about a trick. Okay, so I have a floor because this is gonna how it's gonna be, and now it's, you know, I'm gonna do this outside of the live. I don't want you guys to look at me stick stuff, but the trick I used to make sure that these stamps turn out well, you can use, very obviously, if you have that, you can use the stamping tool. The only reason I don't do it with this particularly is because the stamping tool adds like a step of like having to move the stamp somewhere else on the tool and then to reclose it, but it does ensure that it stamps properly, because if you don't press enough somewhere, you can definitely redo it again and it will stamp very clear. So that is one trick. But what I do, because I'm lazy, is I use like one of those foam sheets that I put under and then I stamp. So the fact that it's kind of smooth or soft makes it so like if you press properly, it will go everywhere. The pressure will go everywhere. So it does not stamp as clearly and as cleanly as the stamping tool. But at least you're not missing half a flower. So that is one trick. The other thing I was thinking of doing, that's because I'm experimenting. So I might do it on a, since we still have time, I might do it on an extra flower. Not even gonna cut it, I'll cut it later when it dries. Is using this guy. So this, I don't even have the packaging anymore, but it's like it's a finger protector made of silicone, and I actually used it once. I tried it to put mica powder. You know, I covered a surface with glue and I dipped this in mica powder and then I rubbed the glued area with it, and it worked. The demo is at the store actually. It was on the wheels of a baby carriage. So I'm exploring like the different ways that this can be useful. Now you can't tell, but I'm trying to open this stickles. So I'm thinking of using this right now to scoop up some of the glitter that is like with glue, because this stickle, normally stickles come in a, well, not normally, they have a collection that comes in a bottle that you squeeze out. But also they have these in pots, and I'm not sure how to use this if not with a like spatula. So we're gonna learn this together. I'm like, ooh, it's like gooey. I'm unboxing. Okay, let's try it. Okay. I guess that's a way of using it. Okay. So I'm trying to shape a circle here. Which is okay. There's only a part that I kind of wish I could remove. Hold on. Using side tools. This actually might turn out really cool when I do this on all of these. But I'm just gonna scoop this part out. Okay, so I might probably very likely do this on these flowers here to add a little bit of glitter. I think it looks cool. It matches the color and stuff. So yeah. Oh, so Jose says that this can also be spread with a spatula for a background, which is actually, yeah, this is a good container to do that on a background. I don't know that I would personally use this much glitter on a background, but it seems pretty cool if you're into that much glitter. So, all right. So I guess that's it, you guys. Thank you for being there for my last live. I mean, you know, I'll do, I guess I can ask to do more lives, but they won't be like on the official page and stuff. I will just post in the private group as I craft and stuff. You know, you guys keep in touch. I will definitely be posting still. I'm not disappearing. I will just be in a different time zone, and that's it. So thank you guys, and I'll see you around when I come by. Bye, guys. Trying to stop it now. Oh.